Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Right. Today, I will discuss about that. Last week, actually, we finalized the definitions idea. Okay, fully, and there are mainly five definitions are there. Okay, five definitions are there, and normally we take idea about what is the definition and what is the actually we can use. What is the reason we can use as a definition, communication definition or something, right? Normally definition means what kind of idea. Last week I told you what's the idea about the definition. It's actually some kind of a explanation about the communication using the words. No? So according to definitions, we can understand what is the process of the communication. Okay, this is a summary. Okay, if someone missed the last part, if someone missed the last session, if someone don't watch that last recording or the YouTube ones or something, and please this thing for that people. Okay, others also can understand that thing. Others also can use this thing as the point. Okay, so definition is some kind of idea that we can express or explain the communication using some words. Okay, that words actually we can use for what thing? To take the idea about the process or the flow of the communication. Normally, we know there are two types of the communication. That means actually one-way type communications are there and two-way types communications are there. One-way type and two-way type. One-way actually we can use for just there's no any reaction and no any role changings are there. So sometimes we can explain communication is a one-way. No any reactions are there. No any role changings are there. Sometimes we can explain the communication as a two-way idea. Okay. According to the scholar's definition, think about that. Last week we normally discussed about what are the five definitions that we have, main scholars definitions that we have. Mainly four scholars definitions are there, and only one, the dictionary based definition also there. So what are the five main definitions that we have? Normally, Laswell's definition we discussed. Laswell's definition we discussed. And secondly, Shannon and the Weaver's definition we discussed. Shannon Weaver means Claude Shannon and the Warren Weaver. Sorry. Both are mathematicians, I explained you. Both are mathematicians. So they are definition also, some kind of a mathematical idea based one. And next one, Wilbersham's definition we discuss. Why we discuss Wilbersham's definition? Because Wilbersham is the person who introduced this communication study subject. So Wilbersham is the person who explained very firstly what is the communication study. So that's why we respectfully use this definition because this is the father of communication studies, that person's definition. And we explain that thing also. And after that thing, last week I gave a homework also for you. And most of the students actually sent it to me. And I checked the answers and the marks for you. But if someone don't do the homework, please do that homework and send me. Because I want to check that thing, how you understand what thing, the definitions, and how you understand the differences of the definitions. Okay. Last week I the homework for one thing. Sharon Weaver's definition and Wilbersham's definition different side. And after that we have discussed Charles Cooley's definition. Why? Charles Cooley is the person firstly developed the independence idea about the communication. So very important definitions are there. Okay, think about every exam, every mainly national paper, mainly advanced paper, MCQ papers mainly. Sometimes they ask about definitions, not main definition, not mainly full definition. They give some points. You have to understand This point belongs to what definition? That's why last week I told you. Please highlight the words for each definitions. Have some kind of different important words are there. So last definition is Oxford definition. That is the only definition we can use. It's not a scholar definition. It's a definition by a dictionary idea. Okay. So Harold Laswell's definition. Harold Laswell's definition have five points. We know about that thing. 5 questions are there. 5 questions are there, Miss Bhakti. Who says what, in which channel, to whom, with what. 5 questions are there. 5 questions are there. Okay, take a look. 5 questions are there. Because I explained this thing for what thing. In the next lesson, third lesson, next week we can start the third lesson. In this week, I send your tools for your home, and after that you can study that thing also. Today actually second lesson we can finish now. Then you have a paper, okay? Second unit paper. Fully cover up the first lesson and second lesson. Both questions are there. You have to face for that. And the first lesson also after that thing, we do a paper and the second that paper also. Then I check your marks one by one. I have an idea about you and I monitor your marks. Then what is the idea? If someone have a doubt about that thing, the second lesson, please after the paper, please tell me. And I discuss this paper after today. We have to finish this fully session now. This functions idea, we have to finish that thing. And after that thing, not today, I send it to you personally. Then you have to do the paper. And next week, we discuss the paper in the session. And you can put the marks in that time. Okay, so this paper fully cover up for the first lesson and second lesson. Both ideas are there. Please study well. Please do your studies well. Then face for the paper. Okay. Every unit after that you have to face a paper. Why I give a paper? Because I want to develop your ideas day to day, and I want to develop your ideas about the main level papers, MCQ papers and the structure papers. After starting the third lesson, in the middle, I give a structure paper for you with 7 questions paper. You have to write only 5 questions for that thing. That paper also we discussed in the session. Okay. So after starting the third lesson, today we finish the second lesson. Then I send it to you. Then you can do that thing before the next session next Wednesday. Then your tutor also after that thing you can get that thing within one day. Sometimes in these days that some delays are there. If something happen, 2 days it take. But I may think within one day you can get the third lesson. Okay. Then revisions. Okay. Please keep it in mind. Then what are the highlighted points that we have in the definitions? This thing, the last time I explained this thing. If someone have a doubt about the this thing, okay? Anyone have a doubt about this thing? Harold Laswell's definition. 5 questions are there. Who says what? In which channel? To whom? With what? That is the idea. Who says what? In which channel? To whom? With what? Okay, this thing very important because today newcomers are there, some new students are there. It's okay. Okay, now other students, this is a revised idea for you, and the newcomers, this is a new idea for you. That's why I recently I main explain this thing. Okay, Harold Laswell is an American scholar, and he developed this idea with the 5 questions: who says what, in which channel, to whom, with what effect. In the third lesson, you have to study about the Laswell's what thing, Laspell's model. You have to know about this thing. Laspell's model and Laspell's definition both are same. Why? That is the idea. This is very simple thing for you. Okay. This is the only chance for you. You can see a model and the definition same. Same. Who say what in which channel to whom with what effect. That is the definition. And the third lesson you can learn about Laspell's model. Laspell model also totally same. Who says what in which channel to whom with what effect. That is the model by the Laspell. That is the definition by the Laspell. But that is the only chance. Only model, only definition, same we can see in these lessons. Okay. Other all the definitions and their models are totally changed. Different. Okay. Now, we highlight that 5 questions last week. Who says what? In which channel? To whom? With what effect? Who means what thing? Communicator. Says what means what thing? Who means communicator? Says what means message. In which channel means medium. To whom means receiver. And the effect means expectation. So, who communicator says what message, in which channel, medium, to whom means receiver, and effect means expectation. This is the idea by definitions by Laspell. Okay. Shannon Weaver idea. More to the second one. Shannon Weaver. Now we are in the definitions. Newcomers, please get the point. Second lesson, definitions. We discussed about the definitions. It's 9th page, okay? Second to 9th page. Shannon and Weaver. We have to highlight only 2 ideas are there. A message created those selected from one point communicated in the same and similar manner. Same and similar manner. Last week I told you. So some kind of wrong ideas here. 50-50, okay? Same is the wrong idea in this definition. Similar is the correct idea of this definition. Right? It's never happened samely in somewhere because all the peoples totally different from each others. If someone feels some kind of emotion or idea, other peoples also samely we can't see that thing again. They can't understand samely. But similarly, some things are happening. Okay. These days, in here, central province, heavy rain. Now also heavy rain. Signal also sometimes up and down. Okay. But in the northeast, that areas, these days, very sunny days. Dry. Okay. See, rain is a similar thing, but not samely in other areas. No, it's never happened. Think about that thing. People also like that. Feelings, simply we can't understand other people's, can't understand. But similarly, all the people have some kind of feelings. That's the thing. Okay. Same and similar is the point. You have to highlight that thing. We already highlight that thing. Same is the problem. Similar is the okay idea. Same it happened. No. Similarly, yes, it happens. That's the thing. Okay. All the peoples can't understand samely the point. Why? Because all the peoples different from each other. That's the thing. Different from each other. Then how we can say all the people can understand samely the point? Can't. All are actually different peoples of each other. Think about that. So all the peoples can't understand something samely. But similarly, they can understand the idea. Now, also said like that. In some time, some person, some student can't understand same like others or something. It's not a problem. It's not. Don't worry about that thing. Why? Because all the people's not like same each other. Think about that thing. All the people's different. That's the idea. That is the thing Shannon Weave actually expressed. But same idea is a wrong idea. similar idea is the correct idea. Okay. Now, Wilbersham. Wilbersham is the father of communication study. So this definition is very important for us. Think about it. Wilbersham's definitions of communication. It has a correction is there. I recent last week I told you. You have to write down that there's a printing mistake is there. You have to write down that thing about that line. And information centered is the word, okay? And information centered. Please, newcomers, please note down that thing. Other people, okay? Last week we correct that thing. About that thing, there's a problem. There's a unclear idea is here. About that thing, please write down. An information centered. An information centered. You have to write down that. An information centered message that creates the same level of psychological state between two individuals is identified as communication. This one also have one thing, same. But last week also I explained you, this same not like the that same. That same means Shannon Weaver's same. This one same, but psychological state. Psychological state. He explained one thing. If some two people have some kind of a same psychological levels, think about same age people, same profession people, same people, they can understand very well. They can understand very well, but not every time. Okay, same psychological levels someone has, they can understand each other's, no problem. Okay, that's why we were trying to explain same psychological state. Not same idea or same fully processed. Never. Okay, sorry. Shannon and Weaver says fully processed how to safely happening somewhere safely. No. That must happen. It's not a practical thing. But this thing okay. Wilbur says if both people, two people have same psychological state, then they can understand other people. It's okay. It's okay. Right? Last week also I explained. Charles Culliver. These two, after these two, we can go to the next question. Next topic, okay? Okay, sorry. Charles Horton Cooley's idea. This is the biggest definition that we have in our studies. Other all the definitions have 2-3 lines. So this one actually 3-4 lines are there. Communication is the mode that helps the link that bind human relations. Last week we highlighted that thing. Bind human relations. Bind human relations. Okay? And foster them. All signs and codes. You have to highlight that thing, all signs and codes. All signs and codes. And as well as transferring them. You can transfer, you can share that, exchange that thing for someone. Okay? Sorry. From one nation to another nation. Not two people. One nation to another nation. Another country. Think about now we use that thing in the social media. Now we use that thing in the new media. We can share some ideas to someone. That's the point. And from one nation to another nation, transcending ideas. So you have to highlight that time barriers sometimes comes, but communication, relationships, and connections never fail. All are safely we can see that thing because that is the communication, that is the idea, that is the understanding. Okay, we can protect that thing. After 100 years, after 2 years, after 10 years, no problem. Connections are connections. Sorry. Relationships actually we can safely protect. We can protect that thing by understandings are there. That's the point. Okay, sorry. Then last one. Definition of the communication according to Oxford Dictionary in 1990. No, that time. Oxford Dictionary idea. It's a dictionary-based idea. All the dictionaries says what? Dictionaries explain the meaning of some kind of main concepts. Think about the communication concept meaning. According to Oxford, what? Ideas and knowledge verbally. Now also I use verbal ideas. Verbal. So words coming out my mouth verbally or in the written form. See, written ideas are from presented. Now I present something for you. Using my non-verbal things, using my verbal ideas, using my expressions, anything. Present something and express something like this audio or visual or I can express the ideas to someone and exchange ideas. Now also I exchange my knowledge to you. You also can exchange your ideas to me. If someone have a doubt, you can put a message to me and you can ask that thing from me. That is exchange idea. That is communication. Without that thing, there's no any proper communication. That's the point. Please take that. Get the point. Sorry. So that's the idea. So five definitions you have: knowledge, verbal and written thing we highlight, and presented, expressed and exchange ideas are there. Think about that thing. Okay, right. So now we have to move what things. The next topic: functions of the communication. Sorry for that thing now. These days I'm speaking. Right. Functions of the communication. Functions. So normally we know every communication type have some kind of purpose utilities are there. Mainly communication have some kind so many usages. Now this usage, think about this usage is education usage and share my informations to you. You can take some information from me. This is called information sharing, gathering and sharing, gathering and sharing. I gather so many information from my experience with my experience, and I share that thing with you now. You also can share your experience with me, and you can express your ideas or share your ideas to me using what thing. If I ask a question from you, you can develop an answer according to your opinions. Then you can express your ideas in there. See, always some kind of purposes are there. Education purpose, information sharing purpose, so many purposes are there. In here, education purpose is the reason for develop this session. See, communication have that type of reasons, functions are there. So mainly functions of the communication. Near to that thing, please write down. Sometimes in the exam they give not only functions. Sometimes they distract you like what? They don't give the functions. Sometimes they give what in this tab. Please write down these names near to the functions. Sometimes they ask from you what are the advantages of the communication. Please near to that functions, similar ideas. Please write down. Advantages of the communication. Advantages of the communication. Okay. Sometimes they don't give the functions. Then that time don't getting confused about that thing. And don't worry about that thing. That idea is advantage. Sometimes they give advantage. Next one. Okay. Purpose. Purpose. Second idea, please write down. Purpose. What are the purpose of the communication? What are the purpose? What are the purposes of the communication? Advantage, purpose. Okay. Sometimes they ask you like, but what are the targets of the targets of the communication? Sometimes they are functions, sometimes they are advantage, or sometimes the purpose, sometimes targets. Targets of the communication. Targets of the communication. Okay. Sometimes, sometimes they ask from you what utilities of the utilities of utilities 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 of the communication. Utilities of the communication. Utilities. Utilities of the communication. What is the utilities? What are the utilities that we can see in the communication? Utility also some kind of a usage. Think about it. See, sometimes they ask usages also. Advantages, purpose, target, utilities, usages. Last one, object, object, okay. Objects, objects. What are the objects? What are the objects? See, so if they ask like this, don't worry about it. All are same. All are same. Okay, same, but different words they use to distract you. Don't worry about it. All are same. Yes. About what thing? Functions of the okay. Now, you see so many functions are there. In here also we have discussed some functions. Not only this thing. Today I explain you some ideas and functions not in here. Okay, you have to wait for the last minutes because why? I give some additional functions and additional objects to you. In sometimes they don't ask about these all the things. They ask the ideas that I given last session. Last means I gave some points to you. Sometimes they ask from you that points. Functions of here, think about advantages, purposes, targets, utilities, usage, objects. All are samely we can use as a word for what thing? Functions. But the point is this thing. Sometimes they don't ask about this all the functions from you. But today I can tell you some points about the functions, but not in here, not in here. Some additional functions are there, but that type of things are not in here. So you have to wait for the last minutes. Lastly, I explain you. After this all things discussed, then lastly I can tell you additional functions of the communication, but not in here. That all is not in here. There are six additional functions are there, and after this all the thing discussed, I can express, I can give that idea for you. And you have to note down that thing, not in here, not in here. If you have a book, you have a paper, you can put that thing lastly, okay? And that's called mass communication functions. But in here, what some four kinds of mass communication functions are here. But other mass communication functions not in here. There are 5 mass communication functions, additional ones are there. So firstly, we can move for this thing. This thing means these things and all the explanations, and lastly this thing. Okay. Okay, right. Now we have to start. But now main functions. See, functions of the communication. Functions, so advantages, so purposes, so targets, so utilities, so usages, so objection. All the things. Same we can discuss in here. What are the functions? When we talk about communication tasks, when we talk about communication task, this is a task of purpose, process, activity. According to the communication activity or according to the communication process, when we talk about the communication task, we can remember page bottom one. Okay, many types of tasks. Among them, some of the most important functions can be used in this way while learning. So what are the main 4 functions that we have? You know, in the old syllabus, please get this point up. Okay, you are all are do the new syllabus, media new syllabus, no? But you have to know about this thing. In my level time, I also do in my syllabus in 2012, my level time. I done political science, media, and IT. My subjects are that type. And our syllabus is old syllabus, 2012. After 2012, 2015, the syllabus actually changed. Okay. After the again, it's changed 2018. Now you actually follow the new syllabus, 2018 new syllabus. These all the syllabus ideas are old ideas. But you have to know about this thing. What thing? In the old syllabus, we have 5 main communication functions. Okay, 5 communication functions. 5 communication functions in the new syllabus have only 4 functions. One is missing. Where's that? In here you can see that. Wait, I explain you. In the past, what are the functions that we have? First one, information sharing and gathering is the first function. You can see that thing in here. See, information idea here. Okay. Second one also in here, education. That type of things are okay. These all the things are in the whole syllabus also. Education. Third one, in here persuasion name we use, but in the old syllabus we use motivation. Motivation. Okay. Same idea, but we use the word motivation in the old syllabus. Now we use persuasion idea. You can use motivation, no problem. Same idea, but in the past, old syllabus we use motivation word. Now you have to use persuasion idea. Next one, entertain. That also same we use, yeah, in the old syllabus. But only one thing is there. Fifth one is socialization. See, but in the new syllabus, there's no any socialization. No any socialization. But you can see the socialization in here. See, McBride mass communication function. See, in here you can see fourth one socialization. And other things you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 additional functions also there as a mass communication function. But you know, in the old syllabus, there are no any mass communication functions additionally be used. But now you have additionally mass media functions also. Mass communication means television, radio, newspaper. Okay? That type of things also you have now. It means one thing. Now you have to study 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 functions now you have. 8 functions now you have to study. But not only that. Additionally, I explained another 5 functions today. Then there are how many? 8, no? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 functions are there. So think about. Now the syllabus changed and the ideas also change about the functions. Please keep it in mind. Okay. In the old syllabus, 4 functions. Now 5 functions, but now you have 8 other functions and additionally another 5 functions also. In here you have to study 4 functions. Additionally, these functions. Okay. Take the point. This is the difference. Okay. All syllabus have socialization in the main function category. But the new syllabus, 4 main functions are there. Socialization is an additional function. Think about it. Okay. That is new syllabus. This is new syllabus. Now you do new syllabus. Okay. Okay. Right. First thing, providing information. Now I do what thing? Providing information. That also information. No? You have to know about that thing. In those syllabus, how many functions are there? You think same happened in the past? Never. Some changings are there. You know, new syllabus have 12 lessons. You have to study 12 lessons in the media level. But we have in those syllabus 15 lessons. Then where are the other 3 lessons? This only the old syllabus people know about this thing. These other 3 lessons they divide and add to the other all the lessons part and part by part for other lessons. Now you have 12 lessons now. Past that 3 lessons they divide and they add that small parts for other lessons. So old media syllabus followed people only know where they at that points for the where to the what lessons and so on. Think about it. So that is the idea. So we know where the points, where the lessons that they add a new points because we follow the old syllabus. But now we follow the new syllabus also. Why? Because we update our knowledge about the new syllabus and we teach that thing for you. So that's why I explain this difference. Okay. This is what happened in the past. This is a new syllabus idea. Okay. So provide information first part. You have to highlight information in here. Information, please highlight. Providing information is the main function. Main functions in the new syllabus. Providing information. Please highlight the providing information. Second one. Second one also now we do that thing in here. I can give some advice for you, and mainly I do the education service for you. Know? So highlight the education. Education. Sometimes I give some advice for you. This one also advice. Okay, don't think about the old syllabus also same. Never some changes are there. Education is second main function. Third one. Persuasion. Highlight the persuasion word and put a bracket and write motivation. If you write motivation in the exam, don't worry about that. That's correct. Huh? That's correct. Now we use persuasion, but main idea is motivation. Write that thing, no problem. Motivation also same idea for persuasion, no problem. Then fourth one, entertainment. Entertainment. Entertaining or entertainment. Highlight the entertainment or entertaining idea also correct. Entertaining. Making happiness, making relaxation for the people. That is the idea. Okay, making happiness, making relaxation for the people. That is the point. Okay, right. Now we have to move what for the main 4 functions of the new syllabus. New syllabus. Right. The first part. Mostly in the communication, we do what this thing. Providing information with someone, selected one. In the first lesson also, I explained that thing for what thing. Exchanging feeling, thoughts and information to someone. Get the point. Information is there. Information is there. Information is the foundation of the communication. See, in this lesson name is what? Foundation of the communication. In the first part, see in here, first page, what is information? Firstly, we can say one thing, information is the base of the communication process. So that's why information sharing is a main function for the communication. Without information, there's no any proper communications. In here, you can trust me why I give you actually proper information in here. Accurate, reliable, clear information. then you can trust. You can trust my word. Okay, that's why I teach you. Okay, information, providing information, the main function. So you have to think about that. Information is the base of the communication. Information is the base of the communication, foundation of the communication. Without an information, I can't teach you. Okay, I have developed my knowledge. I have developed my experiences. Then I can teach you. Okay, information is the best thing to develop your knowledge and your experiences. Get the point. Now I read this passage. Small passage is here, but so many things you have to highlight. Okay. Okay, this is the point. Compilation of the information is a task that can make taken as the basis of the communication. Please highlight. Basis of the communication. It's the basic foundation of the communication. Without information, there's no any proper communication. So highlight basis side. Okay. Compiling information is the best thing, main thing in the communication. Have to understand. Okay. Next one. Information is a tool. Sometimes we can use it as a material. So my tool is information. This thing, all the things are information. I type all the ideas in here. You can see some topics are there, symbols are there, definitions are there, words are there, letters are there, bullets are there. All are informations. Think about the page numbers are there. It's easy to find where we are now. Page number also information. Think about that. Your name also information. Okay. If someone know your name, they can find you. Okay. Think your name also information. Think about it. Then information is a tool, sometimes it's a material that can keep cold. Okay. It can be taken as, see, highlight this thing. It can be taken how? News, stories, ideas, knowledge. Please highlight those. Highlight to underline. Okay. Highlight or underline. News are there, stories are there, ideas are there, knowledge is there. Knowledge is there. Okay. All the things are different types of the information. Think about channel news, newspaper articles, poems, songs. See this type of tutorials or something. Syllabus, teacher's guide, papers, answers, marking scheme. This type of this message, call, announcement, notice, posters, banners, handbill, all have some kind of information. Think about posters. It's a direct publishing system, direct promoting systems about the information. Think about it. Okay. And accuracy. See, these four things: accuracy is here, clarity is here, transparency and reliability. Okay, these four things are the main four qualities of the information. I gave that thing here or in here. In here, there are two main types of information. So you can write down that thing near to the passage. Okay, two main informations are there. Factual informations are there. Factual information. Factual. Factual means what thing? You can write that thing. You can write that thing in. Okay. Here under that thing O. If you have a paper, if you have a book, please note down that thing in there. Put the topic and note down that. Okay. Two main informations we have in our studies. Factual is the first one. Factual means what thing? Okay. Factual ideas just about the surface facts. Okay, surface facts. Surface facts. Not the deep idea. Okay, not a deep idea. Okay, not a deep logical thing. It's a surface background idea. So factual means we don't know about the mean. Okay. This type of factual information actually we don't know about the mean. Just facts, no. Just surface idea, no. We don't know the deep idea. We don't know the actual truth. We just know the surface background idea. We just know surface background idea. Okay. We don't know what is the actual meaning. That type of information we call factual because it depends on the facts. What type of facts? Surface facts, background ideas. Okay, not the deep idea. So sometimes that type of information is incorrect. Sometimes that type of information is informal, not the formal. Get the point? Huh? Then what is the other type of the information? This one factual. What is the other type of the information? Second type. Second type of the information is what the social information. Social information. Social information. This one. Factual information you'll have to write. Okay. What is the thing that you want to write? Information in here. Provide information is the thing that we now discussed in this one. In here, put a bracket and write two types of information. This is the first type, factual information. It means we don't know the meaning. We don't know the meaning. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, and the second type of information is social information. Social information. Social information means what thing? It's a society based. Okay, society based. It means traditions. Traditions, okay? Sometimes myths are there, beliefs are there, that kind of things. So factual and social, keep it in mind because it's not in here. Additional point. Okay. Information is the base of the communication and stories, news, that type of things are the examples. Accuracy, reliability, clarity, transparency are the qualities of the information. And in the paper, if they ask what are the two main types of the information, that is factual, it means don't know the meaning, ideas. Social, society based, traditional, myth, and beliefs types ideas. That is the point. Okay, get the point. Someone have a doubt, please ask for me. Put a message, no problem. I can explain that thing again and again and again because this is your session, okay? Take the idea, take the value of this session. If someone have a doubt, please ask for me directly, no. Okay? Thanks for asking me some questions. I really like for that thing because it means that you have some kind of enthusiasm for studying. It means that you have some kind of motivation to something know more than others or something. It's a good thing for the advanced level. And be advanced level students. I always expect that type of things. Please be an advanced level student and not acting like an ordinary level student. Now you are not ordinary student or scholarship based students. Now you are advanced level students. You can think more, you can explore something more, and you have the good curiosity. And please ask any question from me. I really like for that. Okay, that actually motivation for me. I really like that. Okay, then after that, that four things are the characteristics. Okay, now this thing also okay, no problem. Then after the even national and international media organizations sell information. See, you have to know what are the local channels or local radio channels. Mm, code means some kind of a think about that thing. Some kind of you have to get the idea. It can freeze something. Hold means some kind of some different deep ideas are there. If you know the ideas about the information or something, it can freeze you. It can freeze you means sometimes you getting nervous about that thing, you getting confused about that thing, that type of idea. The information is a, some kind of attentive thing. It can develop to attention, and sometimes it can freeze you. It can nervous, develop the nerves about you. That is the information idea. If sometimes you don't know the full meaning, but if sometimes you get the actual truth idea, sometimes it's a shock for you. Okay, reveal something. Okay, true base ideas or something. Think about that. Information have some kind of a shocking ability. Okay, freezing, confusing you, that type of thing. Without know the information, sometimes correct information is a problem, and sometimes that's why I told you literary and criticism you have to use. Then you can understand these informations are okay, these informations are not okay, these informations are shocking ideas, these informations are not like that, that type of things. It's some kind of a shocking idea. I use that word for that thing, okay? Sometimes some informations shock you, shock. It can make the impact, huge impact for the society. That's why, okay? Because think about weather thing, economical problems or something, political problems or something, legal some advices or something, some decisions or something. That informations are very important. Think about now the next September 22nd, they give the final decision about the East attack, that case, okay? Next September 22nd. It's a shocking idea. Shocking idea. All the people have attention about this thing. In that day, that informations, all the people hope for that thing. All the people looking for that thing. All the people actually wait for that thing. Who do this thing? Which, who planned this thing or something? Who take the responsibility about that thing? It's a shocking idea. That's why. Think about. Sometimes you think about results or something. After the exam, you're waiting for the results. Suddenly, television channels or radio channels, they put a information, news like this. They will advance the results today night or something. It's a shocking idea. Then you all the focus go for that thing. It can develop enthusiasm or something. That is the information idea. I use that word for that thing. Okay? Some kind of a shocking idea. Not only shocking, but it's make a sometimes huge impact. And it can develop your enthusiasm more and more and more. That idea. Okay? Any doubt someone have, please ask. Okay? And actually I developed this note, no problem. You can ask anything from me, no problem. Sales information means what thing? Now you have to know what thing. What are the local channels? What are the local publication newspapers? You have to understand that thing. Mainly we know about the BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, that type of international things we know. No? But you have to study something about the local channels also. In the exam, you have to use that examples to prove the answers and explain the answers properly, logically. Okay. And what are the Sri Lankan television channels providing the information? SLRC, you know. SLRC means Sri Lankan Rupahani Corporation. Why I tell this thing? Because I at all the international channels and publishers are in here, okay? But no any local ideas are there because I think you know the local channels and local publications. Okay, but wait, I can explain that thing also for you. SLRC. SLRC means Sri Lankan Rupavahini Corporation. Main government news provider, main government information provider. Second one, ITN, Independence Television Network, ITN. Independence Television Network. Okay. ITN, right, television channel. Okay. Second one. And SLBC. SLBC means Sri Lankan Broadcasting Corporation. It's the main radio, government-based main radio information broadcaster. Okay. And Lake House Publications. That Dinamina, Lankadeepa, that type of newspapers published by Lake House Publishers, Colombo. That main news publishing, that type of people, and they publish so many main newspapers and government-based information provider. Okay, what are the private parts? Sirasa, you know. Sirasa, private information provider. Derana, private television channel, Sirius also channel, FM also there. Then also have a television, then also have a FM. Both are private information providers. And Swarnavahini. Swarnavahini have Sri FM, Run FM, and the television channel also. Private-based information providers. Hiru. Hiru have Shah FM, okay, Hiru FM, and that FMs also, and Hiru TV also. Private information providers. Please keep in mind that type of thing. So sometimes you don't follow what in the paper and with the examples. Examples also. That's why I told you. This all the channels and all the publishers sharing information. They sell the information. That's the thing. In here, local and international media organizations sell information for the other countries. Think about previously now FIFA World Cup is there and ICC World Cup also same like that. If some kind of a South Asian channel or Asian channel want to telecast that FIFA or telecast that ICC cricket that tournaments or in their channel lively, they want to pay and they want to get that license to telecast that thing their channel. Okay, we have to pay for them because they sell this feed. They sell that feed. Feed means teletransmission feed. We have to pay for them. Then they give a chance to broadcast that thing. Last FIFA World Cup, Sirius take the license, Sirius take the main media sponsor for the FIFA World Cup, and they publish and they broadcast in their sister TV channel live broadcast that thing. Other channels also after that thing they can get the information, but they don't have the license broadcasting facility without pay. Okay, so seriously take that chance. Sometimes World Cup, ICC World Cup also, SLRC pay for them and get the feed, and sometimes it happens. But mainly think about all the people can't get that idea. You have to pay for that thing. Think about international cartoons or something. Marvels, DC Comics, and that type of things. And DC Comics Batman or something. You know, Sri Lanka have these two, three cartoons, dubbed cartoons in Sri Lanka. You can see that. Sinhala dubbed cartoons are there. But you have to take permission from the Marvel and the DC. Then you can dub that as a channel. Think about that. Okay? That's the idea. Without that permission, they don't give a chance to dub that cartoon. Sometimes most of the students don't know about that. They think, freely they download the cartoon and they can dub that. Never. You know, if someone want to dub and develop a cartoon, Sri Lankan cartoon or something, dubbed cartoon. Firstly, they get the samples of the voice samples they get. We have to send that thing for them. Then they select what is the voice that we can use to correctly match for this character. They select that. Then they give their results. After that thing, we have to use that voice. They are selected voice. Then we can publish that thing. See, some kind of internationally there are some connections are there, but without permission, we can't use that ideas. You know, Korean teledramas are there, Indian teledramas are there, Indian cartoons are there. We have to take the permission. Then we can dub for that thing. All the television channels do that thing. Okay, you can see so many examples in Sri Lanka and uh, Marvel, DC Comics. They without their permission, we can't dub that thing. That's why they sell the informations. That thing also information. They are cartoon. They are films. No? That also information. Without their permission, we can't change that thing. That's why international media organizations sell the information. Okay, get the point. Then after that thing like this, all the international channels, you know these names. Okay, BBC, I think you know, very familiar one. CNN, very familiar one. Al Jazeera, internationally very powerful channel. And API, UPI means what thing? API, UPI. API means this thing, right? API means this thing. API means Associated Press International. Associated Press International. That is API. Associated Press International. Short time API. Associated Press International. API. Associated Press International. Okay. Associated Press International. Other thing is what? UPI. UPI. UPI means United Press International. United Press International. United Press International. United Press International. Okay. Please get the idea. Okay. API, Associated Press International. UPI, United Press International. Please note down that thing also. Very important. Okay. And after that, and after that, other things, Fox News. Sorry, Veritas. Veritas is Philippine one. Okay, Philippines radio broadcasting system is Veritas. Philippine is theirs one. Veritas is a Philippine one. Okay. Fox News, next one. Fox News. Okay. Fox News. Fox News from the America. America. Fox News from the America. Fox News from the America. Fox News Century Fox cinema, that production ideas, that concepts also there. Fox News, American one. You have to know about one name. What that name? Fox News founder. What that person name? It's a very famous journalist in America. It's called Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch is the founder of the Fox News and very famous journalist, investigative journalist, and very famous, very tactical, very logical, investigative journalist in the past. Also very important person. Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch is the founder of Fox News. That's the idea. Next one, ESPN. ESPN. Okay. ESPN is a sport channel. Mostly people know about that thing. It's called Entertainment Sport Programming Network. Okay. Entertainment. ESPN means entertainment. Okay. Sport Programming Network. Entertainment Sport Programming Network. Entertainment Sport Programming Network. Entertainment Sport Programming Network. Okay. Entertainment Sport Programming Network. Entertainment Sport Programming Network. It's a sport channel, basketball, cricket, football, that type of all sports are there. Mainly very famous sport channel, ESPN. Okay, that's the idea. Next, ten sport mainly we know. Sport channel, the sports also there. Ten sport very popular sport channel. And last one, NBC. NBC is National Broadcasting Company. 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 Okay. Is a American that also NB National Broadcasting Company. American. NBC News are there, NBC Kids Ideas are there, NBC website also there. So many things are there. Right. Are the main ones, okay? So professionally provide informations by Sri Lankan local channels also and this type of international channels also. CNN, Al Jazeera, API, UPI, Vitas, Fox News, ESPN, Ten Sport, and NBC. Right. Okay. Then okay. Then we can move to the next function. Next function. Okay. Get the point. Next function. What is the next function? Is providing advices and education. Providing advices and education. Providing advices and education. Now, actually, I do that thing here. Providing some kind of advice for you and sometimes providing, mainly providing information and education idea. You have to know about one thing in here. In the schools, private this type of classes and the universities, they can only give the formal education for you. They can only give the formal education for you in the media. Okay. Why? Because we follow syllabus. We follow mainly syllabus. We follow mainly the modules. We follow mainly the teacher's guide, and we follow this question structures, papers, and we follow the model papers, and we follow this type of tutorials, and we follow the principles. We have a system. Only schools, private institutes, this type of system, and the preschools also have a system. See, this all the people can educate you formal way, not the informal way, because we can't cheat you. We are teachers. That's the idea. Okay, that's the thing. We can't cheat you. We are teachers, not cheaters. Okay, so our service, our responsibility is educate you formally. Okay, so you have to understand this thing. In here, I explain in the media field. In the media field, nothing. Television channels, radio channels, newspapers, websites, that type of things, they also can educate you, no problem, teach something for you, okay, but not formal. Why? They rarely follow the syllabus. They rarely follow the modules. They rarely follow the teacher's guide. They rarely follow the structures. Okay? Because their education programs are just a product. You can see some education programs in television, but while the program, you can see some advertisements are there. Why? In here, there's no any advertisement. Why? I mainly focus for the education idea. I don't do anything in here out of the education. I don't put any advertisement in me. Why? Because my services use these 2 hours for valuable, proper thing, okay, accurate. But in televisions or radios or something, they put some advertisements in the middle of the program. Then it distracts you. It distracts you. It's a problem to study something properly. It distracts you. It lost the attention. Of that thing, you can't focus properly for the whole ideas. See, that's why we don't do that thing here. In the university lectures, school lectures or something, teaching idea, classes or something. We don't put any type of that type of advertisement in the middle of the session. Why? It's distracting. But channels, television channels, radio channels, they put some advertisement. That's the problem. You can get the point in here. When it comes to the education work, the media is a bit informal, highlight bit informal. Bit informal. Why? Why? I put that point in clear. Bit informal. I put that point in clear. See, informal you have to highlight. Then that's why the media sometimes they appear like advertisements. Underline advertisements. 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 Okay. While the program they put some advertisements. Advertisements. Why? That education program also a profitable factor for channel. They earn something from the education also. That's not fair. They think this all the spectators and viewers and listeners and readers are customers. I never think you are my customers. You are just students, okay? We have that type of connection, but the channels don't have that type of connection. customers. All the newspaper readers are customers. That's the problem. Okay. In the middle of the program, okay, then attention is lost. Attention lost means fail idea, big psychological impact, high, big psychological impacts comes after the problem. Okay, because of that, it may not be possible to teach or learn properly. Recently, I told you why I don't put some advertisement in here is a problem to study something properly. But channels never think about that thing. If you watch that thing or if you don't watch that thing, or they don't have a problem. Why? They have so many earnings. They have so many sponsors. If you switch off the television, they don't worry about that thing. Why? How many people watch the program? How many people listen to the radio? If you switch off the radio, that's not a problem. That's not a problem for the child. They don't worry about that. See, your education program also is some kind of profit earning factor for channel. It's a problem, it's unfair. But what to do in a capitalized economical country? Problem. It's a problem. You have to understand it. Okay? It's a problem. Then after that you can say, in here. See, but because there are many things we can learn indirectly. See, now education in here, I totally focus for the education in here. Advertisement display in while the education program. It's a problem, but indirectly you also addict for that some kind of services, that some kind of products. Think about that thing. Automatically they develop your motivation. Automatically they develop your addiction. That thing happens anytime. All the times that thing happens. Think about the scholarship exam, people are there, students are there, kids are there. Now the kids education program is there. Okay. Sponsor is Risbury or something. Sponsor Candos or something. Sponsor Nestle or something. Okay. While the education program, 2 3 times they display Nestle cereal thing or Samaposha or PDR Pro or what thing, then Milo or something. After that, students automatically distract their education mindset. They focus for the Milo thing. Wow, Milo is there. Wow, PDR Pro is there. Wow, Samaposha is there. Problem. After that thing, your education mindset gone. But to edit for what thing? That products. After that, you search some products from the market. After that, you go to the market, and students also search what the products. Problem. See, indirectly, so many things comes from the channels. That is the truth. How to understand that? Okay. Directly, actually, we do this. I mean, in here, directly education. Okay, sometimes some people don't like that thing. But formal education system means that we can't waste your time, we can't cheat you. But channels, they mostly use their time to sell some products. Okay, they don't worry about you learn something or not. They want to develop your addiction and sell. That's the problem. Okay, think about this thing. If they ask to explain this thing in the exam, please put this type of examples and explain like this logically as a media student. Think about. Then indirectly, please highlight. Learn indirectly in the media, highlighted. Okay, then next one. Both the physical and mental aspects are affected, highlight. Physically, physically and mentally, both effects are there. Physically, your behaviors change, your fashion change, your activities change. See, your appearance change, your dress pattern change. That is physical. Mental means bhakti. Your thinking capacity change, your creativity change, your logical thinking change, your deep analyzing change. You getting addicted after. That is mental. Think about it. Okay. Then this type of programs, I put so many programs in here and the websites and sometimes newspapers and the social medias ideas also here. This what are the examples? Please highlight all the examples. I put so many things in here. Quiz programs are there. Quiz programs. Now Sirasa Lakshapati that program. And Pentathalan. Recently in the Sirasa TV, they do some kind of program, Pentathalan. Okay. IQ questions are there. Okay. And report programs, it means documentaries. Some channels put some documentaries for scientific idea, history, entertaining, cultural things, so many things are environmental things. Think about sorry discussions. So there is so many discussions, political discussions are there. Okay, scholars discussions are there during the corona time. So many doctors, so come to television channels and they explain what is corona, how it actually developed, how we can safeguard, how we can protect that type of things, how we can, what is the correct system to wear a mask, why we use sanitizers, why we maintain the distance from other people's. That type of things they explain. That discussions actually really important to educate someone. It's a good thing. Then conversations are there. Sometimes some channels ask about the ideology, idea from the citizens. What do you think about the economy? What do you think about this government's policies? What do you think about the security systems in Sri Lanka? What do you think about the development aspects of the Sri Lanka? This government also. Some conversations are there. News like radio programs. So many radio programs are there. So many channel news programs also there. They can educate you. Education newspapers. Think about education newspapers. This type of thing. Please put that. If you want some examples, please put this example. Sometimes if some kind of education newspapers, okay. If you don't use that type of newspapers, please put this thing. Vijaya, Sri Lankan education newspapers, Vijaya, education newspaper, Vijaya. This newspaper Mihira, but it's not now. It's not in there because they shut their publication. So okay, Mihira, one of the great education newspaper means paper in Sri Lanka. Another one, Vidusara. Vidusara is education newspaper in Sri Lanka. Advanced level papers, advanced level maths, science, that type of papers also there. Scientific articles also there. Okay. And other children's newspapers like this type of this Chuti Baba, very famous newspaper. Chuti Baba. Small kids, but small people's education. Chuti Baba. Kirana is a child education ideas are there, scholarship papers are there, Kiran. And another one, Vidulaka. Vidulaka. Scholarship education papers are there. Most of the scholarship students buy that thing and they do the papers. And there are some questions are there. They use that thing for their education. Right? Think about that. Then after very famous website in there. See, very famous website and really important for you. Why? After the A levels, after the O levels or after the A levels, the results comes, you go for this site and you put your index number is there and you search your results. Then they generate that thing. Donates.lk. Donates.lk, the result website, okay? All the people visit for that thing for what? Searching their results. Put your index number and they show you your results. Donates.lk. NIE.lk. NIE means National, okay, Institute of Education, okay, National Institute of Education, Sri Lankan, National Institute of Education, NIE.lk. We can download the teacher's guides and some modules are there. That type of things are model papers, structures are there, documents are there. That thing. A very famous one, Wikipedia, worldwide base. This type of things we call collaborative project based sites. Collaborative project based sites. Okay. Collaborative projects based sites. Collaborative projects based sites. Collaborative means so many subject knowledge we can see in there. So many subjects, so many informations are there. It's actually Wikipedia is online encyclopedia. It's working like that. Online encyclopedia. If you search anything in there, you can get something from that. Okay. Right. Next one. MOE. MOE means what? MOE means Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education site. The answer Ministry of Education site is MOE.in. That also have timetables, modules, teachers guides, syllabus. You can download something in there. Next one, Edulanka. This site's for the paper downloading. Okay, any subject stream, any year, any grade, you can download some model papers and you can download some past papers. Edulanka. E-Taxala also same like that. O-level papers, A-level papers, any grade, any medium, you can download them. Model papers, past papers. Okay. A plus TV. A plus TV is a net web TV service, dialogue based one, education television channel, but online one. Okay, web one, not a normal broadcasting channel, web one, internet based one. And DP education, very important, very famous one in the corona time also. DP means Dhammika Perera. Most of the people don't know what is DP. We use DP word for the WhatsApp DP was profile means DP education means Dhammika Perera. DP means Dhammika Perera. Okay. And you can see so many videos in there for the O-level mainly, maths, science, any languages, history, all the tutorials are there. You can go there and you can search something and you can learn something more. National Geographic, very famous channel, mainly environmental things are there, documentaries they develop, so many things are there, very colorful, very creative things are there. They have Animal Planet, Web 1. So many informations about animals and environmental, very famous one. And Encarta also encyclopedia, okay? Online encyclopedia. Encyclopedia means so many knowledge in there. Any subjects read. If you search something in there, you can get something from that. Okay, no. Right. Now we go to the last parts. Last parts means persuasion, providing treatment, and last mass communication functions. After that thing, that additional things. Okay. Persuasion. Persuasion. Same idea is motivation. Please first be right. Need that thing motivation. Motivation. Now also, mostly I also motivate you. Please search something more. Please write that thing after this session or something. Why? Really important. In the communication studies, motivation is the best thing we can do for someone. If you use communication properly, you can motivate someone properly. That's the system. Please understand. If you know the communication properly, you can motivate someone properly. That's why motivational speakers are there. Motivational quotes are there. Motivational documentaries are there. Motivational videos in TikTok also you can see. Motivational some speech, some voiceovers are there. Motivational cartoons are there. Motivational films are there. See, motivation is the best thing, main function of the communication. Okay, you have to know about it. Mainly why we ask a question from someone to get the answer. No, it means nothing. You motivate that person to develop the answer. In that case, we can say motivation is the main function of the communication. If you develop a connection to get some answers from them, that is motivation. If I tell you, write down this and please send it to me, it means my motivation actually. What is the idea about the persuasion? Persuasion is usually the main function of the communication. Main function of the communication. Main function of the communication. Get the point? We develop communication connections to motivate someone and get some answers from them. Okay. Then several methods are there for what thing? For motivation. See, please highlight this motivational types. Very important. In the sixth lesson also. Not for this lesson only. In the sixth lesson. Sixth lesson means literacy and criticism. Criticism. In that lesson also we have discussed about the motivation from the media. In that time also you really need what thing? This motivational types. First one, attitudinal motivation. Attitudinal means attitudes. Attitudes. Okay. You can develop some person's attitudes. Then you can get some positive feedback from them. It means your motivation actually change his or her attitude. Think about it. Okay. Attitudinal motivation means changing the attitudes, feelings, emotions. Okay. Next one, behavioral motivation. It means their appearance, their things, way they talk, way they act, way they behave. their personality, all the things are changed. Think about after the cadet trainings or something, forces training or something, you can see that trained forces soldiers, they have attitude change and behavior change also. Their haircut, their they are standing that ideas, their walking pattern, their straightforward looking, their talking abilities, all are changed. They develop their personality. That's the thing. Behavior means you can see that thing with their personality. Okay. Then temporal motivation. You also face for this thing. Temporal means what thing? In the past, who you are, and now who you are. In the past, you don't know more things, but now you have so many logical facts. It means what thing? Temporarily, you motivate you according to the situation. Now you change your personality than the past. It means you actually motivated and actually you develop your skills, develop your attitudes, develop your behaviors, develop your personality. See, that is temporary. Totally, you are not actually this time. Now you are a different person than your past. Go near to the mirror and see who you are now and compare that thing with your past. Past means your preschool levels childhood. Totally different person now you. That is motivation idea. Okay? That also a motivation idea. Temporal motivation. Highlight that thing. Then some of them. But not only that, it can take either direct or indirect. Direct means now I tell something for you directly. Please do this thing. If you do that thing, that is direct. Indirect means what? See, recently we talk about in here. Advertisements. Advertisements can indirectly motivate you. Indirectly motivate. While in the education program, they put some advertisements. Automatically your education attitude gone and your path change and you focus for the advertisements. That means what thing? Indirect motivation. Indirect motivation. Indirect motivation. Indirect motivation. Change the path. Think about social media. So many indirect motivations are. That's why some trending things comes. That's why some food trendings comes. Fashions comes. TikTok trendings comes. Trends comes according to the indirect format. Right? Okay. And positive and negative. See, sometimes some motivations are positive. No, think about that. But think about this thing. Drug addiction, drug addiction, instant food addiction. If sometimes some advertisement can motivate that type of things, that's not a positive thing. It's a negative thing. Understand it. You can put that type of examples in the exam. Today I give a homework for you. That homework belongs to this type of things. If someone not in here, they can't understanding that thing. After writing this answer, they can write some answers, but they don't have these additional things, no, without putting the recording or something. So they can't write that thing logically. If you want to logically write some kind of an answer, please use this type of examples. What is negative? What is positive? Now, in here, positively, I motivate you for the education. Okay, but negative things not in here. No. Always I motivate for education, not for the negative things. Okay. Last one. Basically, commercial advertisements highlighted. Commercial advertisements are example for this part thing. Motivation. Motivation. Think about posters are there, handbill campaigns are there, T-shirt print in there, mug print in there, key tags are there. We also put some WhatsApp status for the classes or something. That was a motivation. Think about evaluation charts you have, evaluation exams you have, unit tests you have. Why? For the motivation. You can increase your marks after that thing. We have to check that thing. That's our responsibility. Okay? Your responsibility also there. You have to motivate you also. Right. Last one. Fourth one. Providing entertainment as a main factor, main function. The last part is providing entertainment. Entertainment, entertainment, entertainment is the kind of communication practices. It's the kind of communication practices. It's a kind of communication practices that are usually intended to make the receiver feel it easy in the medium. Okay? It's some kind of easy thing for the people. Easy thing for the people because entertaining, why we need entertaining? To change our mindset, to make a relaxation, to make a happiness mood or something, to change the bored feelings from your life. That's why we use entertaining. Okay? I think it means that fun is spending a leisure time. Underline that thing. The fun is spending in your leisure time, your free time. If you do something happy thing, if you do something make your relaxation mind, if you do something for develop some freedom idea for you, that is the entertainment idea. Traveling somewhere, watching films, listen to the songs, watching K-drama shows, watching cartoons, okay, social media, entertaining things are there. Okay, think about that. Then next one, inspiration is earning happiness at that time. Entertainment mainly we put what type of things are there? Happy mood things. No one need the sadness idea, the entertainment idea. No. Sadness is not the entertainment. Happiness, smile, that is the entertainment idea. Think about it. Then entertainment is enjoyment of the leisure time. You spend your leisure time calmly, quietly, and very freely. Relax mode. Uh, think about. Then a lot of humor is here used. In general, there are things can make you laugh. People all are really like to be laughing, smiling, yeah. Not for anyone, with your happiness. Inner peace, inner happiness, actually expressed from your laugh, your smile. That's it. With effort as well as spontaneous laughter. Underline that thing. Spontaneous laughter. Spontaneous laughter means it automatically comes with your inner idea. Inner. Automatically comes with your inner happiness. It's automatic part. No one actually try to develop that thing. It comes with your inner happiness. That is the main good point. Spontaneous laughter. If someone can make the spontaneous laughter, it's a good thing. Okay. The other method is not successful means nothing, not a spontaneous laughter. It means sometimes indirectly do that thing. Means someone try to do that thing, sorry, a negative way. Sometimes some persons, sorry, yeah. Sometimes some persons neglect someone and they blame them. In front of all the people, they neglect them, they scold in them, and they take a happiness from that thing. That's not the fair thing. Sorry. Someone, someone blames someone. They are weak points or something. So someone have some weak points, and all the people actually neglect them or something. It's a problem. That's not a positivity. That's a negativity. That's the idea. Okay. So don't do that thing. Spontaneous laughter is the best thing. Okay. Automatically comes that thing in an idea. Positive happiness. Okay. Not the negative one. Think about that. Now, in the social media, most of the time, in the social media, most of the times, people use that weak points and other people's failures or something to make some happiness. This is not fair. Most of the students, all the people really like that thing. We also laugh for that thing. We also react for that thing. We also share that thing. But someone's failures, that means failures, no? We can smile, we can laugh for that type of things if we don't have that type of failures. If we don't have that type of weakness, we can laugh for anyone, no problem. But if you have that type of viewpoint, so if you have that type of some kind of failures, how you laugh for someone, that is the bad trend, according to my point, as a media lecturer. That's a bad trend nowadays in the social media. If you also like that type of thing, so you also share that thing, uh, that's not fair because you are media students. You have to understand that happiness is not the actual happiness. If you don't have, you are a perfect person, okay, you can laugh for anyone. But I never do that thing because I know I'm not the perfect person. I'm just a human. I also have some points. I also have sometimes failures. Yeah. I also sometimes have weak points. Yeah. But we all are not perfect people. So don't laugh anyone's weakness and anyone's failures. And it's a problem. And it means you are not a perfect person. Okay, think about that. That entertainment is not good. Right. Now the last one. After this thing, I give you some additional points for you for the mass communication. Right. McBride's mass communication functions. In providing entertainment, you can write songs, teledramas, films, cartoons, that type of things. Songs, teledramas, films, and cartoons, and social media, videos, viral trending videos, that type of things also you can put as entertainment factors. Okay. Now the last point, and we can fully finalize the second lesson. McBride's mass communication functions. McBride is a person, okay? During 1970s and 80s, that 10 years, okay? Mass communication functions were presented as separate regulatory functions. Highlight. Regularly. Because we have to control some points. Because some people misuse that points. Then we have to regulate that thing. Okay? Regulate that functions. So then who actually expressed that idea? Sean McBride. Okay, SEAA, but we actually pronounce this name Sean McBride. Sean McBride. Okay, he did this together with what? Please highlight. Organization name is UNESCO. In the first lesson, we discussed what is UNESCO. United Nations Education, Scientific, Cultural Organization is UNESCO. Okay. McBride create a commission with UNESCO It's called McBride Commission. McBride Commission. For what thing? Make some ideas for the mass communication for regularly basis things. Regularly basis thing. Regulate basis thing. It means controlling the mass communication. Controlling the mass communication. Okay? And he developed a report. This report name is a very famous thing in the A-level paper. Okay, 2-3 times in the advanced level media paper, national main paper, they mention this report. Many voices in one word. Highlight the report name. Many voices in one word. Many voices in one word. And what are the main 4 functions that he indicate in his report? First one, what the first one? Scrutiny, but in the paper they give supervision. That's why I added this thing to the within bracket, okay? Supervision. Supervision means what thing? Supervision means the deep analyzed ideas. Deep analyzed ideas. Deep analyzed ideas. Deep analyzed ideas, not the surface thing. Deep analyzed ideas. Channel have to deeply analyze something and express that thing to the public. Deep analyzed ideas. Okay. Second one. Second one. Interpretation. Interpretation. It means this thing. Okay. Make some understandable ideas. Make some understandable ideas for public. Make some understandable ideas for public. Make some understandable ideas for public. Okay. If all the people don't have the scientific knowledge or something, we can't express that thing scientifically. Channels have to develop that thing very simply, correctly, properly. Then all the people can understand that. Understandable things, that is interpretation. Okay. Other thing. Correlation, third one, correlation. Third one, correlation. Correlation. Correlation have 2 types of things. You can write down in here, or your book, or your paper. Correlation have 2 types. First thing is this. First one, close to the receiver. Close to the receiver. Close to the receiver. It means you can give some gifts for them as a channel. You can develop some receiver evaluation programs. Okay. Sometimes you can see the Hirunan Sali Tamai, Deranaki Uat Sali. It means they promote their channel using money. If someone listens to their channel, they give some money. Why they do that thing? Close to the receiver. Then receivers very happy about that. Wow, they give some money for us. Then they listen more and more and more. Why? They give money. Close to the receiver is the first point. Close to the receiver is the first point of the correlation. Second one. Second one. Second one. Second one. Develop ideas. Develop ideas suit to the society. Develop ideas suit to the society. Okay. It means what? Parallel society. In the independence days, celebration days, they use that type of colors for their channel. National flag and some things are there. In Sinhala and Hindu New Year days, they use that shapes and colors and that tones for their programs. During the Ramadan time period, the fasting time period, that time period, they use that type of songs, that type of sounds, that type of colors for their programs. During the Christmas days, they use that type of red color, that Santa Claus and the tree, Christmas tree, stars, that type of things they are program. That is suit to the society idea. Suit to the society idea. Then receivers actually familiar with that thing because they know that thing. They have the feeling. That's the thing. Okay. Last one, socialization. Okay. Listen, I told you. Now this is a new syllabus. Now they are that thing as a mass communication part. Okay. Role. Socialization. Socialization means this thing. Okay. Make your make your behaviors 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 parallel to the society, parallelly to the society. Make your behaviors parallelly to the society, parallelly to the society. It means you can update your knowledge according to the society. You can update your things like fashion, your fashion updated by now. Technological usage, mobile phones, smart devices, parallel to society. Foods, your food addiction or food interest or something, parallel to society. Trends, parallel to society. Education, parallel to society. All actually develop that thing in the parallel to society. It means update ideas are there. Socialization means that thing. Now you all are socialized people. That's why you use this network, this type of platforms, because you know this is the update version of the education. This is the update system of the education. And you don't want to worry about the physical class, you can arrange that thing is an online update to society, parallel to society. That is the point. Okay. Now you can see one point. Yeah, socialization before the next thing, this thing, we have note down this point in here. Or we have a book or paper, please write down that thing in there. Socialization have two foundations. Two foundations. Two foundations. What are those foundations? First one, personal foundation. Personal foundation. Personal means your emotions and feelings. Emotions and feelings. Okay. And the second one, emotions and feeling. Base foundation is personal foundation. It's depend on your emotions and feeling. Next one, social foundation. Social foundation based what? Traditions, traditions and beliefs. Okay. That type of things. Traditions, beliefs, and family background. That type of things are social. So two foundations are there: personal foundation and social foundation. That's it. Now move to the last part. Then I can give the additional points for you. Then you can leave. Okay. So this socialization divided into three methods, three forms. Okay, sometimes they called forms. You can write that forms idea also similar for the methods. Okay, methods or forms. What are three forms? First one, imitation. Imitation means this thing. Imitation. You can write it here under that. You can copy the behaviors of ideal peoples. 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 Ideal peoples means elders, celebrity characters, famous people, that type of things. Okay. Ideal characters. Okay. That is the imitation idea. You copy that. Your parents, your brothers or sisters, actors, actresses, anything. Second one, personalization. 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 Personalization means bhakti. Personalization means bhakti. That is the deep levels of your mindset. Deep levels of your mindset. Deep levels. It means so many things are there. Deep levels of your mindset. I can give some examples for you like this. After that thing, under that thing, please write down personalization. Okay. Personalization means deep levels of your mindset. Okay. So what are the examples? This is the examples. First one. Under that thing, write down. Anxiety is there. Anxiety. Some society anxiety, some people have anxiety. Okay. Tension. Some people have tensions. Tensions are there. Okay. Tensions are there. Okay. And some people have some kind of hypertension, hypertension, anxiety, tension, hypertension. Okay. And you want some kind of a treatment and counseling activities for solve this type of problems. Okay. You need this type of things, counseling and some kind of clinical treatments for this type. And the most difficult and most negative point in here is that is suicide attempts. Some people try to suicide. Suicide attempts. That's not a good thing. But what to do? If you don't get that type of treatments, the last level is suicide attempts. That's why I told you recently, it's a deep level of mindset. You have to treat for that thing very calmly and quietly and properly. If you don't have that type of treatments or something, it's getting worse after that. Okay, last one, role play. Role play. Role play. Role play means this thing under that thing right now. Role play means this thing. Role play means this thing. Change the personality. 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 Change the personality according to the situation. 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 And actors, actresses, modeling people do this thing as a profession, but we also do this thing normally life. We act so many characters according to the situation. In here, you are a student, but after this thing, you are a daughter, you are a son, you are a child, in your family member, you are a family member, sometimes sister, sometimes younger sister, sometimes elder sister, and friends, neighbors, relations. So many people are there. Everyday people acting so many characters according to situation. Now, now my additional points. Please note down this thing, then you can be. Okay. What are the additional points? Write down this thing also as a mass communication functions. Mass communication sub-functions. Okay. Mass communication sub-functions. Mass communication sub-functions. This thing developed from another person, not McBride. McBride developed 4 points. This person developed 5 points. But this person also samely said about the socialization, so I don't give that thing again because socialization, no, now we know what is socialization. Then I give other points for you, okay? Who developed these sub functions? This is the person. Joseph R. Dominic. Joseph R. Dominic. Joseph R. Dominic. Joseph R. Dominic. Sorry. Joseph R. Dominic. Joseph R. Dominic developed these points. In which year? 2010. Okay. And there's a report. There's a report. That report name is this, write down. Dynamics of mass communication. 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 Okay. Dynamics of mass communication. And what are the points? Please note down this thing, okay? What are the points? First one. First one. Social utility. Social utilities. First point is that in social utilities. Social utilities. Social utilities. Social utilities. Social utilities. Social utilities. Meaning is this thing. Usages of the communication. Usages of the communication. Usages of the communication. Usages of the communication. Okay. First one. Social utilities, usages of the communication. Okay. Next one. Next one. Convergence. 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 Meaning is this thing. Convergence. Meaning is this thing. Making common digital platform. Making common digital platform. Making common digital platform like internet. Making common digital platforms. Example is internet. Okay. Okay. Social utility first part, second part, convergence. Next part. Diversion. Diversion. Divert. Diversion. 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 Diversion means this thing. Change the path. Change the path. It means while watching television, your mobile phone rang. Then you stop the watching television and go to that thing and you answer the call. That is audio communication. This television is visual communication. Change the path means that thing. About that. Change the path. Okay. Next one. Withdrawal. 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 This is not the money withdrawal or something. This one and that one totally different. Huh? Withdrawal. 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 It means stop the fully process of communication. Shut down the television. Shut down the publishing newspapers or something. Cancel the license or something in television. Stop the fully process of communication is withdrawal. 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 Okay. Last point. Sorry for taking your time because this is very important. In the exam, if they ask this thing, if you don't know this thing, it's a problem. Okay. Last one. Last one. Abstraction. 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 Right. It's called this thing. Making different dimensions for communication. Making different dimensions for communication. Making different dimensions for communication. Not the surface idea, deep ideas we can develop. Not the different means not the surface background idea, different ideas we can develop. Right, okay. All the other functions also now okay. And please focus on that. Now, if someone missed something, please put a message to me. I can send that to you. Okay, right. Sorry for the taking time, but I want to finish this thing correctly. Okay. If someone miss some functions, ideas, functions, meanings, or something, please put a message for me. Then I can send again all the functions, meanings with the answers. Okay. Yeah, these sub functions. Okay, yes. Mainly now, 4 functions are there: information sharing, education, motivation, entertainment. Okay. McBride's developed main mass communication functions: 4 things: supervision, interpretation, and correlation, socialization. Joseph Dominic developed sublevels of the mass communication functions. Sublevel of the mass communication functions. Okay. Sublevel of the mass communication functions. That's what the social utility, convergence, diversion, withdrawal, abstraction. These 5 things are there. Please focus for that, right? Now, lastly, I can give the homework for you, and please do this thing now after this session, and it's really helpful for develop your memory. Please note down this homework and fully finish the second lesson. I sent the third lesson due for you with the post, and within Monday you can get the thing. Tomorrow I can't because tomorrow holiday. Friday I posted it, and after you can take it, and Saturday, mainly I think Saturday you can get the tunes within Monday. Okay, right. Now this is the homework. Write down this thing, then you can leave. And this is the homework. Write down. Write down. According to the, according to the, according to the, according to the communication functions, communication functions, communication functions, functions. Okay. Explain, explain, explain what are the main 4 functions and what are the main 4 functions and main 4 functions and okay, and what are the main mass communication functions and main mass communication functions and main mass communication functions and sublevel of mass communication functions. Explain what are the main communication functions and what are the main mass communication functions according to the main communication functions, main communication functions, comma. Yes, sure, no problem. Again, okay. Please note down this correctly. According to the communication functions, according to the communication functions, according to the communication functions, what are the main communication? Explain what are the main communication functions. Explain what are the main communication functions, comma, and what are the main mass communication functions, comma, and also what are the main sub mass communication functions, and also what are the main sub mass communication functions, main sub levels, okay, sub mass communication functions. You have to explain 3 things, main communication functions, main mass communication functions, and also you can explain main submass communication functions. 3 things you have to explain. Okay. This one, 16-mark question. 16-mark question means 1.5 page answer. 2 pages think. 1 page you have to write, and other page also you can write. This depends on your handwritings, the size. Mainly I want 1.5 page answer. If it's sometimes 2 pages, no problem. Right? But explain this thing with your own words. I explain all things in here with my words. Get your idea, explain that thing with your ideas, your words. And I explain so many examples are there. Please put all the examples and write a creative, logical answer. I want to check that. Do that thing now after this session, and it's really helpful for the memory. Okay, anyone have any doubts, please put a message for me in WhatsApp. I can help you. And that is the end of the second lesson explanation. Thanks for all of you for waiting for me. Thank you. And sorry for taking some few minutes, but I want to finish this thing correctly, perfectly. That's the thing. Okay, thank you and stay safe. Good night. Next day we can start the third lesson, and bye, all of you.